Travel Tuesday with Travel Book Rose on E-Radio.
It is time for Travel Tuesday right here on E-Radio, being a Tuesday and all, and with December just around the corner, we are talking about traveling with your pets. Now, Rose, good afternoon. Do you have any pets?
Not of my own.
Wow, I was picturing you as a cat, like a cat.
Really?
Like you had a cat. I mean, not as a cat. I meant, I thought you had a cat, or at least a cat. Yeah.
Where I live, I've got quite a few animals around the neighbours, but I think they've all adopted me.
Okay.
So they're around.
Okay, guess if I have any pets.
No.
I do.
Cat. Cat.
No, I've got a bird. A bird.
A bird. Oh, yeah, of course.
Lovebird, yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Somehow I don't really see a bird as a pet, but anyway.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I understand. Shape.
But, I could be completely wrong. I mean, some people love their birds, so yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so today we're talking about traveling with your pets. I didn't even know. Can you take your pet with you on holiday?
Of course you can. Yeah, well, actually, one of the reasons I want to talk about this is because a lot of people are traveling with their pets. And actually, these days, I'm finding people are actually spending more time and longer periods of time traveling with pets and so on and so forth. And they're always coming across in a situation where, is it a pet-friendly accommodation? Is it pet-friendly restaurants or shops or parks or beaches or whatever like that? So I just thought, talk a little bit about it. I mean, obviously you can have a list of pet-friendly accommodation. And what I've actually done is I've shared a link on my social media page of Getaway Magazine a couple of years ago that I did with a blogger and her little dog Valentino, and did a whole bunch of stuff on pet-friendly. And I think she didn't obviously say all of them, so I've asked people to add some extra accommodation if they do have pet-friendly accommodation, because a lot of people, I know people struggle, like, we don't know if stay there and so on and so on.
Yeah.
But I think the reason why I want to talk to people about pet-friendly travel or pet travel is basically from both sides. I think from listening to people, those people with dogs and cats, and well, I've actually had someone travel with a cat, but mostly dogs, and wanting to go to places where they can go. And then I've had the other side where people go, they told us that they had a dog and they arrived with a Great Dane kind of thing.
Oh, Mo.
Yeah. So I think the subject that I want to cover today is what to consider when you're actually traveling with a pet and where you're going. And don't lie to people. If you're traveling with a Great Dane, I've got a little dog.
Yeah, it's a Chihuahua.
Yeah. I think that is it. And also consider, so when you are traveling, consider the size of your dog, consider the behavior of your dog, and also consider, you are going into other people's spaces. If it's your house and you've got a dog, and it jumps on the furniture and lies on stuff like that, you can't just go and do that as a pet-friendly accommodation, because a lot of people have different kind of standards. So my suggestion to people who are traveling with pets is, when you are traveling to pets, ask the owner of pets absolutely everything. Is there a couch for the dog? Because some pet-friendly accommodation will have a couch for the dog.
Yeah.
Okay, if I'm staying at your accommodation, is there a fenced-in area? Is there other dogs? Is there a place that I need to clean up the poo for? Is there kind of stuff? So all those kind of things that we have to kind of consider. Basically being mannered and polite as well.
Yeah.
And and I mean, I think in the same goes for accommodation. I mean, restaurants. I mean, I've had a couple of accommodations, restaurants, places that I did social media for that are pet-friendly in a way. It's not just walking there, but I normally expect, is your establishment pet-friendly? And I said, yes, it is, as long as they have well-behaved owners.
Yeah.
and it's true, if you make sure your dog is on a leash, make sure that you've got a bowl for it, or if you don't, ask if they do have something where can you sit with them, that kind of stuff. Because it's nice to travel with your pet, and it's also very nice if the pet is actually well behaved in a place, and it makes people want to actually invite people with pets, not kind of not want to invite them with pets. So I think that kind of thing as well. From that regard, I mean, most people with pets travel, they actually love their pets more than they actually love the kids, I think.
Yeah.
so yeah, just be polite. And just don't let them get away with murder, and make sure they're well behaved. There's the same with beaches. Although there's a lot of beaches along the garden that you can actually do beach walks for. So in parks that are located different beaches where you can actually go and walk with the dog. Same applies for that. Most dogs are socialized, but if there are other dogs in the area, make sure you have a leash for your dog. Sometimes you might find yourself on the beach alone with a dog, and you might have to let it go. But if you don't, if there's nobody else around, but make sure if you need to call in, they come back, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think pet friendly is quite possible for people to do, especially here in the country. And there are walks and things like that you can do with a pet, and make sure that you keep a little sleeping basket with you. I think it's always a blanket where you can stay on, where you can stretch your leg, where you can, I've even seen garages with a water point for pets kind of thing. And if you are going to stay a little longer at an accommodation that you want to get out of the city for 10 days or whatever, and you want to travel, make sure that the environment is your going. It's going to be comfortable for you as a pet owner, and comfortable for the owner of the establishment and people around you. I think that's pretty much it for pet-friendly accommodation.
Yeah.
And just basically be polite. I mean, we've even had with the paragliding, we've even had behind slides with these dogs. So you can even take the pet paragliding if you want.
Yes, like it. Okay, I haven't seen that yet. I'd love to see that.
Yeah, it's very cute. So, there is things. And then, of course, I mainly talk about dogs. I have seen people actually travel with cats. They need to come visit me with the cat. Strange, but cat was part of that. And I have seen people travel. My mom used to travel with a canary, but that's in a little cage. So. Yes,
you can at least put it in the cage, yeah.
You're not going to take it to the beach.
Yeah. Oh my word, no, that's a bit extreme shape.
No llamas, monkeys, or any of those.
Yeah, yes, but people have funny things as pets. Imagine taking your pet snake to a place of accommodation. Can you imagine the chaos?
Yeah, if one day I might send you the link. Years and years and years ago, there was a DJ on, I think back then it was called Radio 5.
Yes.
And there was a DJ on Radio 5 called Tony Blewett.
Yes.
And Tony Blewett ended up reading the news one day. He was reading the news. It all started in a stern voice when he actually while he was reading. The article was about a guy who's tried to smuggle his pet snake in his pants through an airport.
Oh my word, I can only imagine how that turned out.
Oh my soul, I must try and actually get that voice clip. But it's really, really funny. He could barely finish reading the news about a guy who was a pet snake through the airport.
Yeah, and those days when you were reading the news, you weren't able to show any emotion, and never mind laugh.
Yeah,
it's now it's more casual. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
Rose, thank you so much.
It's a pleasure, and as I said, there is quite a lot of accommodation in the area for pet friendly. People say, "Oh, Julie, it's a pet friendly." There is a couple of websites. I think there's actually one website called petfriendly.co.za, and then of course I said that Rachel, and she wrote this article for Getaway Magazine for the gardeners. So there's quite a nice good places. And if you do have accommodation that is pet friendly, please feel free to actually share the link.
Yeah.
Below in the comments, and and we'll share it so you can actually go and see what kind of accommodation is in the area.
Yes.
And it also helps spread the news.
Of course, yeah. And December just around the corner, so it's good to start booking now and looking for the ideal place. Rose, thank you as always. Rose, it's Rosebug on social media, right? Is that your handle?
Travel Bug Rose.
Yeah. Oh,
Or at Gross. Travel Bug Rose or at Go Travel Bug.
I keep messing up the bugs.
It's okay, don't worry.
One day I'll call you Ladybug. Rose, thanks so much for another Travel Tuesday, and we'll catch up with you again next week. Have a lacquer day.
Good. Okay, you take care.
Thank you, you too. Bye-bye.